Back up. That's it. Hold up.
My name is Julie Richie. I'm a construction inspector with the Ministry of Labor out of the Western region.
My name is Mike Chappell. I'm the Provincial Coordinator of Construction, Health and Safety for the Province of Ontario Ministry of Labor.
Today we're at the Carpenters Local 27 Training Centre to talk about what we look for on a construction project, with a specific focus on the role of the supervisor.
The construction supervisor is the key person to make safety happen in a construction project. They're there at the beginning, from the first worker until the last worker leaves. They order the material, they ensure that safety materials are on site, that safe procedures are carried out, they delegate, and they make sure that things happen.
A typical construction site will have many workers on it, a supervisor who is in charge of it. Each site is different. It depends on the sector of construction that you're involved in and the activity that is going on that day. It can include high rises, work down below, there could be machinery moving around on the job site, there could be lots of people moving around and lots of activity where people are actually physically doing the work on the project.
Can I see the copy of your notice of project, please?
Yes.
In Ontario, it's required to notify the Ministry of Labor when a project is starting. This can be done on a paper form, which is submitted to the Ministry of Labor either by mail or by fax, or it can be submitted electronically through an electronic notice of project.
My name is Julie Richie. I'm a Ministry of Labor inspector. Upon arriving at a construction project, we usually first introduce ourselves to the supervisor, who then gives us some idea of what's happening on a project. How many workers do you have here at the project today?
18 today.
We will also speak to the worker representative or the Joint Health and Safety Committee member on the project as well. And how many trades are at this location?
Approximately 5.
When talking to the supervisor, they can identify to us as well what activities are happening so that we have a better idea of what's actually happening on the project, what training is involved with the workers that are there, what tools they're using, what hazards they have on the project.
The number one contravention on construction projects in Ontario is really related to personal protective equipment. So failure to wear hard hats, failure to wear safety shoes, failure to wear ear protection, eye protection. It's one of the most simple things that you can control in a construction project, but we see workers not wearing them all of the time.
Check our double locking.
A construction supervisor is responsible for supervising the job site at all times or appointing a competent person in their absence.
Part of a supervisor's duty is to prepare an emergency plan and make sure that workers know where it is.
And your emergency procedures are posted here as well?
Right here.
Okay.
Often this is a site trailer, it could be a message board, it could be anything like that, but it has to be there. A safety procedure or emergency plan that says call 911 is not going to be adequate from the Ministry of Labor's perspective.
Workers also have to know how to implement that emergency plan. Construction supervisors must ensure that they are competent and that they are knowledgeable about the Occupational Health and Safety Act and the construction regulations. Supervisors must also ensure that inspections are completed and documented on a regular basis. They have to be knowledgeable about overhead power lines, underground utilities that are there, and ensuring that they have locates completed for the project and in the area that they will be working in. They are also responsible for inspecting buildings, structures, access and egress, and identifying hazards.
Guardrails off.
Falls represent the single most serious hazards that exist in construction sites in the province of Ontario. A guardrail system must be installed when work is carried out, and workers may fall 2.4 meters or more. And what happens in construction projects is often guardrail systems are inadequate. They're not built according to specification, or they're taken down temporarily to load material and equipment. They're not re-erected.
Housekeeping is important to ensure that workers aren't exposed to tripping hazards and to material falling onto them or any dangers associated with those materials that are lying around. Supervisors have a crucial role on a project to ensure that the health and safety of workers is maintained.
Unless a project supervisor is focused on safety as well as production, safety will not happen on a construction project.
If you'd like further information, please visit the following websites.